Hello, I'm Michael Bybee. Small Steps Nurturing Center offers early childhood services to several of Houston's inner city neighborhoods. Here to talk about Small Steps' ever-growing program is Executive Director Ana Schick. Ana, great to see you.
Hi, Michael. Thanks for having me.
So, Small Steps Nurturing Center, located in several of the wards. Can you remind me which wards they're in?
We have two campuses, one in the 1st Ward and one in the 5th Ward on DePelchin and Jensen Street, but we serve families from the 1st, 2nd, 4th, and 5th Wards. And our program is an exemplary early childhood program that serves kids from 2 to 6 living in poverty, and we instill and foster and nurture the social, emotional, physical, spiritual, and intellectual growth of each child and their families.
How many children are you guys serving currently?
Well, we're currently serving 149 kids, but we're excited. We just dedicated a brand new wing that we've just completed, and it'll give us the capacity to serve 180 children by the end of next year.
You mentioned these were at-risk children.
They're all living in poverty. The average income of our families is about $15,600 a year, and most of those families have 5 to 10 people in the household.
So obviously there's a need.
There is a need.
Is there a continued need? I mean, you just mentioned the expansion.
There's a continued need. All of our work is supported by private donations. We do not receive government funding. We have very generous corporations, individuals, foundations, and churches who support us. We also rely on volunteers. We have about 1,500 volunteers a year.
So how do the children in these areas, I would assume there's probably a waiting list? There
is a waiting list.
How would those students get into the school?
Well, they can call 713-236-0330. They can come by our campuses. They apply. The parents have to invest 10 hours of volunteer time and service in order to receive these services.
That's great to get that parental involvement. I know you mentioned earlier that it's kind of a holistic approach, and that involves not only the at-risk student, but the family as well?
That's right.
Talk a little bit about that.
Okay, well, we provide all kinds of services for the kids on site. We have physical therapy, we have speech therapy, we have social and emotional therapy, occupational therapy. We do parenting workshops for the parents.
Right.
And if we know there's a need, we'll work with the food bank, we'll work with other organizations, counseling centers, to get the parents the help that they need.
Love that. Love to hear the holistic approach, as well as getting that parental kind of commitment.
Right.
It's not just a student, it is a family, a holistic way. Love to hear that. Are you guys seeing a difference? Are these kids, after they go through this, coming out and continuing with education? I know a very, so much learning during those stages, so much foundation being built.
Right. Well, there's a lot of studies out there that correlate early childhood education, especially for kids in poverty, to later owning a home, staying away from crime.
Right.
And the research shows that for every $1 that you invest in early childhood education, the community benefits $7. I
believe it. Well, it was great talking with you. I would assume the website's probably a great place to go to learn more about the center. Continued success.
Thank you.
As far as you continue to grow. Absolutely. Good talking with you.
All right.
To learn more about Small Steps Nurturing Center and other Newsmakers segments, visit ComcastNewsmakers.com. I'm Michael Bybee.